get some of that Vaseline off.
Al, I don't know if it's just me, but that swelling all of a sudden just really pronounced out of nowhere.
It wasn't that evident early. It has been a very, very close fight. Round 6 was a wild affair. Round 7s and 8 were very big for Vargas. Round 9 was a big Corte round. And round 10, Corte dominated the first half, and then Vargas dominated the second half. In round 4, a point was deducted from Fernando Vargas. Let's keep that in mind. That could play a role in the decision. Vargas ripping shots on the inside.
Al, do you get the sense he may have caught his second win? He was really laboring in round number 9.
And now he is pressing the action here in the 11th. And getting off first, which Corte was doing for a while. Corte misses with a wild right hand. Good hook downstairs, but Corte comes back with his own hook. You get the feeling that if this one's, big right hand by Vargas. And the jab of Corte, a strong one. Big right hand by Corte, a counter punch.
And Vargas stands right there. I think he's proven a lot of questions about his chin.
Another low blow by Vargas. Right hand, they both stunned each other. Corte with a left, Vargas with a right. You get the feeling if this goes to a decision, everybody's going to be disappointed because both guys will think they won this fight and maybe both have a claim to it. I don't know.
But again, throughout the fight, though, Al, I think the busier fighter has been Fernando Vargas.
Probably has been. Swelling getting worse under the eye of Vargas. There's a little, or under Corte's right eye. There's been a little swelling under Vargas's right eye and some blood from the nose of Vargas. In this round now, Vargas throwing a few more punches, being busier. Corte off balance, gets nailed with the right hand. And it's the last 19 seconds when they usually rumble in this round. There's Vargas being a little busier, throwing more combinations. Very close 11th round, but possibly an edge to Vargas. He thinks so.
Falta el último. Ya no piso nada este cabrón.
Right, touch him up.
Well, we know one thing. Mike Corte has got a lot of boxing left in him at the age of 30.
Well, I think regardless, win, lose, or draw, both fighters have big fights in the future. But I think with the physicality of this fight, they have to be down the line. I don't think Felix Trinidad as your next fight for either guy would be a wise move, Al. Too much too soon.
Been a war. Here's where they clash heads. Yeah, that may have created some of that, added to the swelling in the eye of Mike Corte. Well, it's the 12th and final round. What a superb effort by these two warriors. And this crowd responds. Remember, in the 4th round, a point deducted from Vargas. Round 6 was a wild affair, very close. 7 and 8, big for Vargas. Round 9, a close round. Both men had good halves. 10 was also close. 11, Vargas took control. Many of the early rounds, 1 through 4, were close.
Al, if Vargas stays on his feet and wins this fight, I think rounds number 10 and 11 are defining moments because it looked like he may have been falling apart in the 9th round.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. He found his second win when he needed it. Maybe the swelling around the right eye is bothering Corte too a little bit.
You know, Al, talking about the brutality of this fight, I've seen Corte in many physical fights fights against Espana, Ovacar, Jose Luis Lopez, and De La Hoya. I don't think I've ever seen his face disfigured like this.
He's got swelling under the right eye and a little bit under the left eye. Here comes Vargas pressing forward. Vargas has answered the questions about whether his conditioning improved because he had a very good 11th round and a good 10th round. A good hook by Vargas. Everybody's punches are a little wider right now, a sign of the fatigue and the fact that their technique will go south a little bit when you get tired.
Hey, Vargas looks very good, though. I know his mouthpiece is showing, but he looks like he's a very controlled breathing. He looks very well conditioned.
He is throwing the straighter punches right now and giving just enough movement to Corte to make it a problem.
Well, look at Vargas. He's the one finishing these combinations.
And referee Joe Cortez should get some credit. He has allowed the fighters to fight on the inside and help make this a very good fight. Vargas is finishing strong.
And the crowd's going to be on their feet, I think, the last half minute. These guys both deserve it. Fantastic effort.
Let's go.
Just seconds remaining. Fernando Vargas has had himself a very good 12th round. .22-year-old Fernando Vargas may be on the verge of winning a very big fight. A right hand against Corte. Vargas has closed the show here in the 12th round. Wow. Both men think they won. It should be close, but I would have to believe that Vargas maybe did enough to win. We'll find out. It was extraordinary.
Al, I think there was a lot of close rounds, but I think there was a lot of close rounds that Vargas won on activity and consistency. My scorecard, believe it or not, I have it about 117, 110. I think the majority of the rounds, I go to the guy carrying the fight, but I don't think there's a loser tonight.
I'd make it a little closer than that, but there's no question that Vargas probably in more of the rounds ended up doing enough to win. But very, very close, competitive fight and very exciting. And I believe that like Corte suffers from those long layoffs. I believe that he would be a slightly sharper fighter if he just fought more often.
Well, there's an old saying in boxing from an old trainer, Al, rest makes rust. And the same, if you take a look at some of the action, heated exchange. I think both guys showing chins of granite tonight and hearts of steel. Unbelievable action.
Good counter right hand by Corte. And of course, you could easily ignore some of the work Corte did, but Vargas was busier. And there you see the swelling and the right eye. Some of that, by the way, I think was caused by that clash of heads in the final round. And so the round robin continues. This one might have been the best of the lot. I think it was actually better than Corte De La Hoya.
Well, I think the one thing is, if Fernando Vargas wins, I don't go to a Trinidad fight. I think it's too much too soon, Al. I think there's got to be a period of a grace period.
Let's see what the decision is.
Dave Moretti scores the bout, 116 to 111. Glenn Hamada has it, 114 to 113. Jerry Roth scores it, 116 to 111 for the winner by unanimous decision. And still, the undefeated junior middleweight champion of the world, the Aztec warrior, ferocious Fernando Vargas.